What do we have for dinner today? A grungy hat, maybe? Welcome to the Superpilotish channel. My name is Graham Wilson, and today in my basement, I'll be showing you how to clean a dirty linen flat cap. There we go. I got all kinds of flat caps around. I got this one, this one, this one. I got one I messed up over here. So some people might be wondering, why do I wear a flat cap? Well, I guess I don't know. I guess I don't really have an image or anything like that. But I figured once I got a little bit older, I was like, well, I don't know if I really want to wear a baseball cap all the time. And then, well, why do you wear a baseball cap all the time? Is it because you're a pilot and you want to keep the sun out of your eyes? Well, that's part of it. This does a pretty good job too. But I was really more concerned about my hair. See what happens if you have a little bit longer hair like me. I don't know. I cut my ponytail. It's a little bit shorter now for the summer. But if you put your hair in a ponytail like that, your hair will just kind of go off all over the place if you don't slick it all back with a bunch of gel, which I don't really like because then you got like a crusty head. I got a bottle of gel. I think it's almost like about 20 years old. And because I only use it at like Christmas parties, it's like, oh, I don't wear the hat. Grease, 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 all crunchy hair. But yeah, so I always wear a baseball cap to keep my hair from going all over the place. And then I'm older now, so let's style it up a little bit. Maybe throw on a collar, throw on something with a little more style. But this is kind of like the precursor to a baseball cap. You don't care. You want to see me wash a hat. Okay, you got it. So I did this once before, and I don't like to give out bad information. Oh, hey, really? And yeah, Rick's here too. So I bought this linen flat cap before I went to El Salvador because I thought, well, it's hot down there. This is wool, and that's pretty hot. It's okay for the fall, or even in the winter. I just wear a toque or a, what do you call it in the States? I don't know, beanie, I guess, or something like that, something to cover my ears. So this guy here, it was getting all kind of sweaty and stuff down in El Salvador, and I'm like, how am I going to clean it? And of course, I did clean one before this one here, and I just thought, who cares? It's made out of material. I threw it in the washing machine, threw it in the dryer. And so now all the elastic in here is all messed up, and I don't like wearing it because it rubs my head funny. So I should probably just give that to Goodwill or something. So that's pretty much destroyed because I did washing and drying with the machine. Okay, lesson learned. And what does it say? Hand wash only, of course. Well, that's what they say, but I like to learn things the hard way. So I was down in El Salvador. This is looking a little slimy. Well, whatever. You get a little sweat and stuff like that on it, and you want to clean it up. So I was like, okay, I know I can't wash it in a machine or dry it in the machine because I messed up the other hat. So it's like, oh, I'll just do it by hand. What do we got for soap? Oh, we got some dish soap. And so I just got some dish soap and then water out of the tap, made it all kind of soapy and stuff, rinsed it off, and it worked. So, okay, now I know, mental note, dish soap works okay on your linen flat cap because it didn't get destroyed like my other one. And then but then I thought for my show, let's actually read the directions here. So it's all in like international recognizable symbols because it's made in China. So it's good if it's made in China, right? So okay, 100% linen, cool. Because I always thought linen would be better for the hot temperature because they wear linen. Those Cuban shirts, the Guayabaras, those are made out of linen, and seersucker suits that they wear down in Georgia, ma'am. Those guys are wearing seersucker suits, and that's good for hot temperatures. So that's why I chose linen. But I was like, okay, there's this little symbol on there. I wonder if you can see that. I'll show you the symbols. All right. So pay attention to your little symbols here. Okay, what do we got? We got the little, it says 30, and then a little triangle, then an iron, and then a letter P, and then a little box. Okay, so that's what I'm going through. So the 30, that means like what temperature in Celsius you should wash it at. So down in El Salvador, when I did it before, I didn't have any hot water because they don't really have hot water down there. It's they have you'll have it in the bathroom for the wash basin, or for the sink there, or even in the kitchen sink. They just have one tap, and so it's cold water, but it's always hot down there, so it's not really cold water. It's just kind of like lukewarm water in a sense. And so, well, that was the water I had. And then they have this really cool dish soap that I've never seen before down there. It's kind of like a little paste, and it lasts a long time. It's just like you stick a little bit on a rag or a sponge or something, and you wash your dishes, and you use very little soap. And I didn't see it in the store here, so I'll be using dish soap from here. So dish soap and just warm-ish water. So that's what the 30 was. There's a triangle there that's crossed out, so that means no machine washing. There's a little iron. That's easy to figure out. You can actually iron that, but I wouldn't try it. And then, oh, hey, Harold, welcome to the show. And then can't dry it. Okay. It says right here, don't machine wash, don't machine dry. Well, I screwed up my other hat by doing that, so I believe that. So, and then there's like a little P, letter P in a circle. It's like, I only know that means like parking or something, but I had to Google it, and it's what it means is you could take this to a dry cleaner, and they can take care of it. The P means you can dry clean it, but don't use anything with trichloroethylene in it. I have no idea what trichloroethylene is, but it makes me sound smart, doesn't it? And then, oh yeah, and then for, oh, hey, Dustin's in here too. Hi. Yeah, so earlier on, Rick was joking about using gasoline. If this was an F in the little circle, that would mean you can clean it with only a petroleum solvent. So it doesn't have that. So I won't be using it as Rick suggested with gasoline. No. All right, so here we go. What did I do? I will show you. There we go. Of course, this could probably be done in one of those little, just going to get rid of something here. Okay. One of those little, I don't know, those little short YouTube shorts. I don't do those because I think it kind of contributes to everyone's attention span getting lower, because you just, this is how you wash it. Boom, 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 boom. Soap done. Let's wash it again. Boom, 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 boom. Soap done. So, all right. So what I got in here, it's the spaghetti pot, but it's clean. And all right, where should I put this? Okay, I just did it over the sink when I did this before, but I figured I don't have a sink here, and I didn't feel like setting up my camera and everything by the laundry sink over there. So what did I do? This is where I get water splashed all over the place, and my new computer goes on the fritz. So hopefully I'll be a little bit more careful about that. Okay, so what did I do? I think the way I did it before, get it all kind of wet. Ooh. Okay, I got some other little towels here that I got to throw in the washing machine later. These are cool, little dish towels that my girlfriend's mom made. They're like 2 dish towels that are the same, but they're like sewn together by a machine. And they get the sewing machine and rip them together. It's nice having double-sized dish towels. It'll also be handy if I spill it all over myself. Okay, we're getting all soaked over here. Ooh. All right. This is exciting. Ooh. All right, we got a nice wet linen hat. Okay, now we need a little bit of soap. And like when I did this before, I just like kind of, I used, like I said, I used that little pasty soap kind of stuff. But I'm just going to blob it right on here. Let's see if we can do that. Ew. All right, I'm blobbing it on. We got the Palmolive. We're working that right in there. Just use your fingers. Get it all over where, I guess I'd have to do it underneath here where the sweatband is. Let's throw a little bit more on there. All right. Now my soap is, I always hate that when you get soap all over the outside of the soap bottle. So we're just kind of working it all in here, getting it, doing that. That's where the worst part is, when it's right around the rim or whatever you call it. Then I'll just kind of go around like this. And on the back too, there was a bit of a ring. You probably couldn't really see it too much on the camera. Hey, we got some soap coming off of there. All right. Just kind of working it all in because I got lots of soap on my hands. So, all right, let's get it all nice and soapy. Working on, yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah, I can feel there's lots of soap on there. And I don't know, it should work. It worked before. And then, like, it's easier to do it over the sink instead of live. But you know, this is like a classic example of one of those shows that I do that's like, it's like a chore I wanted to do forever, and it's like, okay, I'll just do it on my show and kill two birds with one stone. Okay, that's all soapy and stuff. All right, so there we go. I got that. And then what I'll do, I'll take it over to the laundry tub, and then I'll rinse it all off with water really well. And I think I'll just kind of hang it up somewhere, like on a nail, or maybe put it outside and hang it off the edge of a, I don't know, doorknob on the garage or something like that. And then, like, I don't even really care if it gets too wrinkly because it'll be, it looks a little slimy over there. Yeah, so if it gets all wrinkly and stuff, you wear it a few times and it just kind of goes away. So I don't think you really need to iron it like they say. That's it. Just get a bunch of soap, stick it all on there, get it all nice and soapy, work it all in with your fingers and hands and stuff. There you go, hand wash. Hey, exciting. Well, that's what you tune in for on the Super Pilotish channel. Airplane tips and some dude doing chores in his basement. So, all right. You know, that'll probably be pretty good. Another thing, oh, well, I'm going to let it do a super soak. Madge, you're soaking in it. Ooh. So, there we go. All right. Hey, managed to not short out the keyboard here. Oh, I got a little bit on the keyboard. Let's get that off of there. Don't want to. Now my mouse is moving all over the place. And, all right. So now I'm just going to let that soak. What the heck? And then I'll rinse it out later. Done and done. D-U-N done. Yeah, I better be careful. I don't know. Don't want anyone putting this on the oven. Okay. Or on the stove top. All right, I'll put that on the ground over there so I can kick it over and make a big mess later. There we go. That's how you do it. And then when you're all done, it'll look just like this. Ooh, except it won't be all screwed up like that elastic is, like I messed it up. Oh well. Off to Goodwill with you. And hands are dry. Cool. Then I can just throw this in the washing machine. I got to do laundry today anyway, so it's already in the basement. Killed two birds with one stone. Excellent. All right, let's keep. It's a little slimy there. Yeah, I don't know. It's like if it's by the sink, you can kind of rinse it. Like I hate picking up the soap bottle. It's all soapy, weird. Okay, so exciting. So, anyways, yeah, that's all I wanted to do today was just show you. It's that easy to clean a linen flat cap. And I did like a Google search on this, YouTube search, and there was no way of, there was no search for how to clean a linen flat cap. So there we go, clickbait title. I just need I'm not going to talk about wearing a tank top. That would just, I don't know, that'd be weird. You got to be a hot chick to wear the tank top and get the clicks. But otherwise, you got to be some dude in his basement washing his hat. There we go. What do we got here today? Okay, we'll just kind of go through the comments here and stuff like that. So this is where Rick was asking about gasoline and how gasoline cleans everything. Do not use gasoline on your cap. But good suggestion. But if it was greasy, I don't know. Outside, lots of ventilation, maybe with like a fire extinguisher handy or something. I wouldn't recommend that. So what else we got here? All right. Yeah. Thanks, Rolly, for the nice hat compliment. Yeah. So, okay. Wrenches. I didn't see Wrench pop in here. Hey, Wrench. Or did I? Yeah. Yeah. Wrench doesn't wear the flat caps, wears baseball caps, toss them in the washing machine. Yeah, sure. Everyone's got their own style. And then, of course, Harold here. wears the Detroit Tigers home cap when he's feeling a homely, homey, I guess. And then I wear the away one when I go to Georgia. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I always like the Detroit. Well, I guess the Detroit Tigers. That's my baseball team too. So it's like, even though it's different country, it's kind of weird. Like where I live in Windsor, which is right across the river from Detroit, which is America. And but everyone, it's kind of like people are split on who's their team. So like me, I don't know. I grew up a Tigers fan. Don't really follow it too much, but if I had to pick, yeah, I'm a Tigers fan. So and then, but some people here are Toronto Blue Jays fans because that's Canadian team. Ooh, we got to stick with our country. I can see that too. And then it's also like, are you a Red Wings fan? And Windsor is kind of split half and half between like Toronto Maple Leafs fans and the Detroit Red Wings fans. Okay, split half and half. I'm more of a Montreal Canadiens fan myself, but that's just because I like the stories and the history of it and stuff. And I also like it because Maurice Richard, Rocket Richard, he was a machinist, so that's awesome. And then, so who else is my team? I don't know. CFL football, the Canadian Football League, Hamilton Tiger Cats. That's the closest one. So everyone has our teams here, but go Tigers, Harold. All right. Yeah, the symbols make Wrench laugh too. No one really knows what they mean. I had to Google it. I don't know. That's not like there's all these things, or even when I was working in machine shops and stuff, there'd be like you get in some machine from Italy or some machine from Korea, and there's like these international symbols, and you're like, what does that mean? But there was this funny one. It was about, we always laughed at it. There was this CNC lathe. It was a Morisiki, and it was they had like a warning symbol on there, and it was like, because if you have a lathe and the bar sticks out too far, it can go around really fast, and then it bends and it'll kind of whip around. So I've never had that happen, but I could see how it would. So you have like a roller or something. But anyways, the for the Morisikis, they had this one about this bar sticking out the end of the machine, going around and whacking this dude in the nuts. Everyone would walk by him like, "Ooh, protect your nuts," So, anyways, that was a funny little international symbol of protect the groinal area around the CNC lathe. Okay. What do we got here? Dustin popped in today. Flat caps are one of my mainstays. This is perfect for me. Okay, gonna bookmark this episode. That's why I did this, Dustin. I'm glad it could be helpful. Yeah, that just hand wash, lukewarm water, dish soap. I'm using Palmolive, but you can use whatever. Right. What else we got here? Oh, okay. So trichloroethylene is what I was talking about before. And Wrench worked as a machine mechanic in the 80s and cleaned the machines with trichloroethylene. Nearly bathed in it at the end of my shift, probably give me cancer. Yeah, I don't know. I had this job once where I was like, it was my job to degrease, clean, and then paint some machinery in this plant it was a galvanizing plant here in Windsor. And this stuff was all greasy. And they said, oh, just use this degreaser, and you got a spray bottle of this stuff. Yeah, like you're like, it's burning your nose. Like, I don't know what this degreaser stuff was. I'll probably be getting cancer with you there, Wrench. What is it? I don't know. It works good. So, okay. All right. What else we got here? Oh, here we go. No brush. Yeah, everybody says to use a brush on these YouTube videos, and it's like, I don't know. I don't need a brush. I'm just doing what worked before, and if I need a brush, I'll brush it. I figure I'll let the soap do its work rather than me working at it, because you figure a dish soap, it cuts grease, right? So if you got a greasy head, if you got a greasy head like me, then I guess it'll cut my grease too. Okay, Wrench cleans his Nikes but uses a stiff brush. Major skill in restoring cars is dishwashing. Yeah, actually, if you got a degree, if you're, yeah, that's right. Wrench just had a new video the other day. He was getting all greasy with his Galaxy. And oh, hey, DH Pilot 1. Hello, right back at you, sir. Okay. All right. Okay. DH Pilot 1 is axing. He's axing me. He's asking me about avgas. Well, probably the lead in the avgas would do a better job than regular gasoline, but I'm thinking no. So, oh, hey, Safety Doc's in here too. Palmolive is boss. Hey, nice to see you here, David. Yeah, so Safety Doc, we're kind of talking a little bit here. David Perodin, safety school safety expert, should be getting on my show here one of these days, depending on his schedule. DM me. Okay, yeah, thanks, David. And oh, here we go. Brian's in here too. We got more tips. I see. That's why I like this, because you can do like, hey, I do this, you know, like you learn from other people's mistakes, or you know what works for them. Okay, on the times that he's cleaned some of Brian's favorite Harley hats, I wind up losing the stiff in the sun visor brim, and it gets buckered up lately. I just use some brake cleaner. Okay, I don't know. I guess you could use brake cleaner on it, but according to Brian, that works. But I'd probably experiment with one of your I don't know. Well, I guess, you know, brake cleaner, that might do something, because that doesn't really soak in. Yeah. Oh, well, I would say experiment on something, as with everything, experiment on something you don't care about first. Okay. Oh, there we go. Palmolive all the way. The Safety Doc is correct. A lot of Americans say Dawn. I go with the Palm. That's right, Palmolive. You know what? I am a Palmolive fan. Sponsored by Palmolive. No, but I'll take any money if they want to give it to me. But yeah, you know, I just find that after years and years and years of washing dishes and stuff like that, that just seems to work best. So if you get like the really, really cheap dish soap, you end up using more of it. So and also with Palmolive, if you're like back in my really, when I was a super poor bachelor and stuff like that, I'd like just keep, I would kind of had the never ending bottle of Palmolive. So whenever I'd use it, I'd top it up with water, and then I'd use more, and then I'd top it up with water. So like it would stretch it longer. I could keep one of those things forever. But at the end, it was basically just water. So I don't know. Then at that point, I would get some more. But Palmolive can last a long time if you have a, and then was it for a dishwashing machine for machine washing your dishes. I found Cascade worked the best for that. Oh well. Okay. All right, and I will definitely try out for the next Palmolive commercial there, Rolly. And I was soaking in it, yes. So there we go. I'll have my super soft hands for the ladies. They like them nice and smooth. So anyways, yeah, okay, that's about it for today. Excellent. Thanks for all the comments, guys, and I will report back on Friday with how my hat went. Might even wear it. We'll see. That's the one. I have other videos of me wearing that hat on my El Salvador vacation videos. You can check that out. Yeah, so that's about it. I will report back on that hat on the ground on Friday, because I do this Monday, Wednesday, Friday at noon Eastern. And so that's about it. I guess we'll just kind of shut her down. So thank you for watching. Bye.